Hello, this is Grinstar, and today I'm actually excited. Today they released a new player called Chord Sequencer. So let me drag in an instrument and begin to play around with it. I'm gonna use the word because I like it. Chord Sequencer. Sequencer is awesome. For a reason. One of the things I was thinking about when I was going to make the video today on it is that what are the differences between all the different tools I already have of doing music theory and whatnot, and being able to do chords. And basically, the best thing about this is native to Reason. Captain chords and Scalar 2 and even Instachord that I did earlier this week is not native to Reason, so therefore they can't actually control an instrument. This can. So basically, what this does is if you haven't seen the Reason Studios videos, is it allows you to pick a chord and be able to play the instrument down at the bottom. Okay, that sounds cool. Basically, what they have is much like in now Captain Chords and Scalar 2, they have different genres of music, so different presets and different chords that they got. So, like dealing with like it may be some jazz chords. So it shows kind of typical jazz chords, which I wouldn't know myself. So this is like a godsend. Among the other features, if you notice that the things are turning colors, is basically the bright ones are the ones that are like meant to be together, while the dark ones are supposed to be darker ones are supposed to be the ones that are less obvious, less good sounding, or less more of a surprise to be together. So like I guess from this chord to this chord, you wouldn't expect it, but you can expect it coming from this one. There are things that are on the back of this that can be messed with. This has input and output. Like we can have the CV input from like a matrix or something come in here, or we could send this out to like another thing that reads CV to be able to generate that. So like maybe a baseline generator or something like that. Probably I'll play around with it more this week and see if I can't get anything with the CV background that could be interesting. You can learn your own chords. Basically, you can lay down on the keyboard the chord and actually program it. That's kind of cool. You can have velocity settings and then humanize those velocity settings, and then remove the bass and then add root notes above or below the actual chord. And then this down at the bottom is the basically the sequence that you can, so you can like drag and drop down onto here. And then when it plays, and a sequence, it's pretty cool. And of course you got timing down here, how many bars it's going to take up. So if I want multiple bars, rather than just the standard 4 bars, or if I want to have different views or different chord sets between the views so that you can pop them up and down, and whether or not you want to shuffle, and then what percentage of the shuffle, and then octave key. So pretty cool. Mix and match between the chord sets and the instruments that you can do, and then this should work with basically any Reason instrument, regardless of if it's a native or a VST3. or sorry, VST2. Didn't need to see VST3. Give it some time here. Oh, I must be doing the. Ooh, spooky. So pretty much cool thing. Pretty cool stuff. So playing with it around with it a little bit a while ago, I came up with this. Of course, this isn't playing. Oh, I muted it. That's why. Kind of cool, kind of lo-fi vibe-ish type of stuff that you can do, especially with the chord progressions there and the pattern mutator is what I was messing around with to give it the different sounds. So this will start off the chord and this will change up the chords a bit, mess them around and stuff like that. And then I just have a standard down tempo patch for Kong, and then the beat map to give it a kind of cool thing, and then added some reverb onto it to give it a little more spacey feel. Probably need to put a filter on here. Okay. Do not like the brightness. Wrong row. Come through that. sounds nice and gritty with all the stuff put together. So I don't think I showed it, but I'm using processed pianos, and then I'm using the Audiomatic, and I have it on VHS setting to give it that good old school, or that warped kind of lo-fi sound, and then I'm using the echo for the dreamy tape voice to give it the echoes and the depth. And then the comb filters and the other filter is the stuff I was looking at yesterday from Kilohertz. Pretty cool overall. I actually like this. Is it gonna replace my use of Captain Chords or Scalar 2? Not actually. In reason, yes. This is actually a lot better to use. I don't have to figure it out on an instrument that doesn't sound. I mean, I can actually get the instrument sound without having to have some other piano or whatever that is built into Scalar, and then drag the MIDI down and then put it on the track that is the actual instrument that it's going to be. Everything's in line. There's no messing around with MIDI or anything else like that. So overall, this is definitely a really cool tool to add to the arsenal, especially for again, people like me that is not so strong in music theory. I know what these notes are. I could not tell you what they sound like or how to play them on the piano or guitar. So that this is actually really good. And give me a second. I'll be right back. Speaking of guitar, I replaced the pianos with the Shreddage 3 Hydra contact instrument. I actually wanted to see how this sounds using it. Now the difference in here is I'm actually pressing down on these with my mouse, and depending on how you press down and how long you press down on them, whether or not it makes a sound. That was a mistake. Let's try to open this. So if I put something with a little bit more distortion. That actually kind of sounds cool. Yeah, maybe off. Either way, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.